Hey guys, welcome back to Mod Pop Thrift. Name is Tom and I'm a stay-at-home dad for Ruby and her 4 brothers and her sister. And sometimes when you got 6 kids and you work from home, you got to do your job with a baby on you. All right guys, well as you can see, I'm busy. I've got, a lot. 24 sales for $745 to get through, but I've got to get them all shipped basically today. So I'm going to rush through them, show them to you before I get them packed. Paid $10 for 3 tools. Turns out one of them was a flashlight that wasn't worth anything, and it was broken, so I ended up throwing it away. But Porter cable, I do pretty well on their rechargeables, even these smaller. Like this is an 18 volt, which is not really considered high quality anymore. And this, I did test this, it does work. It sold for $28 free shipping, but I'll be able to, I've still got the circular saw and I'll get about the same out of that. So not a bad pickup. This is the thing that's killing me. Like the guitars are great money, the Guitar Hero guitars, and I have sold 5 this weekend. Picked up 2 at Goodwill for $3. As you can see, this one comes apart. These were $3.50 a piece at Goodwill, and this one has the end broken off, but the end was still in the strap. It's not now. I'm assuming it's still in the box. I'll have to go grab it. But anyway, these guitars, I had 2 of them. This one was the cheaper one. I want to say it sold for $32, and essentially the same thing without the broken end on it. Sold for $38, free shipping. Really fast money on those. I bought somebody else's store out, and I bought every item for $1. This turquoise and not silver, chrome something, sold for $11 free shipping on an offer. That's well below what it's worth. I think I had it listed for $16, but I'm like, I'm ready to be done with that stuff. The other day we went to a yard sale and I could not believe that this was what it was. A Zippo lighter, new in the case, Realtree hardwoods, and it was $3. Sold for $30 right away. Really good get on that one. That's what's cool about garage sales. This little straw hat doesn't look like much. It really isn't much, except it has this tailor-made thing over it. And this is a hard to get hat. There. How cute is she? Yay! Anyway, this would have done better had I bothered to put this thing in the washing machine, but I didn't want something to happen to it and then it's basically worthless. You got to watch out because the hat itself is actually made by TaylorMade too. And I had this listed, it has 100% sell-through rate. I had it listed for like $56. I ended up taking a $42 offer, but I paid $2 for this like a couple weeks ago, and I'm glad to turn it around quick. I got this on Whatnot. The only flaws with it are his hair's missing some paint, and his jacket is supposed to Velcro together and unvelcro, and it doesn't. I think I paid $6 for it, and it sold for $20 free shipping. Not a great flip, but a fun thing. I like having Pee Wee Herman stuff. Paid $2 for Disney Vacation Club member hat, and it sold pretty quickly. I had it for $12.99. I sent a 10% offer, and then the price becomes $1, $2, $3, $4. This Disney item I have had for a long time, and I know I picked it up for 10 cents and I listed it for $10, and it's been listed for a year and a half, and it finally did sell. $7 free shipping. Hardly worth selling, but sales beget sales. So when I take offers on things that have been sitting forever, even if that offer is I'm barely making anything, it's worth it to game the algorithm, to take an offer so that eBay puts my stuff out there because I'm selling things and people are buying things and they're making money on me. $13 free shipping on Mortal Kombat. This was just in the death pile. I don't have any idea where it came from. You guys watched the video the other day. I paid $12.50 a piece. I paid $25 for 2 of these guitars, and they're exactly the same. One of them has a black streak that could come off, but I didn't clean it up. And those both sold in the same, before I even got the video posted, those both sold for $64 free shipping. Those are a colossal pain, because where the other guitar has this knob on the back so the neck comes off, this one does not. So it has to ship at 30 something inches. Normally it goes UPS. Sometimes you can get Ground Advantage to work. This was another whatnot thing, and I thought I was buying it to keep, and I was like, what on earth am I going to do with it? It would display well. It isn't a video game for the Game Boy Advance. It's a piece of cardboard board game from Wendy's from 2002, I think. We're not going to spend a whole bunch of time on it because it sold for nothing. $9 free shipping. Literally almost nothing. Paid $5 for this Can-Am Spider jacket, and I was a little bit surprised to see it move so fast. Listed it for $70 and it sold. Free shipping, super fast. Love that. This has a profane languages on it. It's Thrasher, or Independent, and then Thrasher, Ride the Best, Skate or Die, and then on this side, live to share, forget the rest. That forget, the way they spelled forget ends with a K. Bought a bunch of stuff at the what we call the retro truckload sale, and some of the stuff was unopened card game stuff, but they're not worth anything. Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic the Gathering, but these are like from 2020, 2021. They aren't old enough to be collectible. They're so mass produced now that they're not worth messing with, and so those sold for $9.90 free shipping. This camera we picked up for $6 the other day, and these little compact digital cameras are really coming up in value. I listed this one. It's reasonably tested to work because it takes regular batteries, and so I put batteries in it. I went through it a little bit. I made sure the flash worked. I made sure that, you know, when you turn the knob, the dials run through the different options, but I didn't have a memory card to put in it, so I couldn't save to that memory card, but I'm sure that works as well. And it sold for $99 in a day or two. Pretty easy. Paid $1.84 for Mortal Kombat 2. I couldn't believe I was finding a Game Gear game at Goodwill. Sold for $11.69. I think the free shipping. I think these were a Goodwill pickup, but they've been around for so long, I wouldn't pick them up anymore. Skechers, they're a steel toe. I think I checked the sell-through rate, and they were doing well when I bought them. But they took probably 2 years to sell. I ended up taking $28 free shipping, so I don't even know what I paid for them. But after all that time, they definitely aren't the kind of thing I'd be picking up anymore. I told you guys the off-color threads do well for some of these hats for whatever reason. This one is Caterpillar, new with tag, and it was like cheap at Goodwill. I don't think I would have paid $4 for it. I might have paid $3.50 or $2, but I don't remember. And it sold in a couple of days, in a week maybe. Paid $0.25 a piece for Captain Kangaroo. If you're not at least as old as I am or older than me, you probably don't know who Captain Kangaroo is. But these were released in 1985, and Captain Kangaroo was probably at the end of his run then, and I was 3 years old. But I do vaguely remember Captain Kangaroo being a thing. I paid $0.25 a piece for these, and they sold for $13 free shipping. Pretty easy stuff. Oh, bought this Ranger hat. I know I paid $1.84 for it. It's a strap back, but Ranger boat stuff does well. And so I knew it would do well. It would sell quickly. And that's at least as important to me as what it sells for. I paid $2, it sold for $11, but that stuff turns over so fast that it helps generate more sales because you're listing things that sell fast. And I think you guys have seen this. It's something else I got to ship. I have it in this box, but I'm gonna have to take it back out of this conglomeration because it's gonna cost $30 to ship it this way, priority. But I didn't have a good box when it sold, and I was like, well, let me see what it's going to cost to ship it priority. And I put it in, make sure it fit in those boxes, and it didn't. It was $30, and it only sold for $48 free shipping, but I can get it down to $13 on UPS. I just got to get it out of those priority boxes. That is it. 9 minutes of sales, and Ruby saying hello. She's over here eating the strap. She likes to mess with these straps. There she is. She likes to eat the ends of the straps. So I got some help with my helper, and this thing sold, and I want to get it packaged because I'm afraid this piece is going to get lost. This I picked up for 50 cents 2 days ago at a garage sale. It's a pencil sharpener and an eraser, and these are pens. When you click his feet all the way down, like a pen pops out of there. The pens don't work. It's 80s. I was able to find some other examples, so I was able to get a name for the company that made it, but it's just a generic rip-off transformer, but it doesn't transform into anything but a pen. And why do you need a pencil sharpener and eraser if you have a pen? That doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but it is what it is. I paid 50 cents. It sold for $19. And while we're doing little stuff that sold cheap just now, this little trinket box, it's got what I assume is Taj Mahal on the front of it, and it's got the number 64 on both the bottom and the lid, and when you line them up, then it really holds well. But if you flip it around, it doesn't really seat quite as well. So I think that's probably part of why that's like that. I paid $25 for this at a garage sale, and I knew that it was pretty good because Caleb or Levi, somebody has one that they got from a teacher's prize box, and I was like, oh, that's neat. I wonder if that's worth anything. I comp everything all the time. I wasn't going to sell it, but in case I ran into one later, and wouldn't you know it, 6 weeks later, I ran into one at a garage sale for 25 cents. It sold for $12. So it's not like a bunch of money, but 25 cents listed for a week. Easy as it can be to deal with. I mean, these two, $31 out of this 75 cents. And I mean, that's listed price, but I'll probably make 15 bucks. So anyway, so breaking in again, I need to get it all shipped. So the things that are selling, so the things that are selling as I'm working, I'm just pulling and adding them to the shipment. Janet Oak is a Christian romance author. I found a bunch of her books. Actually, somebody gave me a whole bunch of stuff and included with some Janet Oak stuff. So that's how I figured out about her. It's not hugely valuable, but I paid $3.50 a piece for these. So I'm in them for $7, and they sold for $30, and it probably took 2 months. So long as you're buying cheap, Janet Oak is worth sitting on for a couple minutes. Thanks for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. Thanks for following, getting down in the links and checking out my store, my eBay, Mercari, whatnot, other channel. There hasn't been a lot going on in the other channel because I've been so busy with just regular life stuff that, like, making a video. I've got a faucet. We're going to change a faucet, and I'm going to have one of the kids help me with that and make a video out of that here pretty quick. But hasn't been a lot of activity on that other channel. My weight loss challenge thing kind of went out the window when my wife got real sick, but she's way better now. But now we got into the school year stuff, and so I'm just keeping my head above water at this point. Thanks for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, following, clicking the bell. We'll see you guys on the next one.